Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And I have to tell you, it's amazing to be in London. The weather today is like unbelievable. I don't know if this is normal this time of the year. Every time I come, it's like raining and drizzly, but today it's sunny because it's Relativity Fest. Welcome. We really have a great day planned for you all, starting with our keynote, where you're going to meet our new Chief Product Officer, Chris Brown, a bunch of our product managers. We're bringing some customers on stage, talking about some of our the progress that we've made on some of our most important product initiatives. We'll also be announcing a new partnership today, talking about a new integration, which I think many of you will be super excited about. And then after the keynote, we're going to dig into to the product, break into sessions. We have a great inspirational keynote at the end of the day, and then we'll close out with a fun social happy hour. And I just want to thank all of our customers who are participating in the day, putting some sessions together. Thank you. I got to tell you, we've had over 1,000 people who registered for the event today, and I'm so grateful for all of you that are taking the time to spend the day with us. It's amazing. This is like our 7th Relativity Fest. There's a lot of familiar faces in the audience. I remember doing this the first time just a few years ago, and the community that you have all helped build is it's crazy. And we host Fest in Europe because we want to give this community a forum to come together, to collaborate and learn from each other, and to feed off the energy from one another. And I hope you all walk away today with a bit more appreciation of how special this industry is. We host Fest because we want to put on a great event for you, because we want to thank you. We want to thank you for being great users of our software. We want to thank you for your ideas. We want to thank you for your innovations, for your feedback, for your patience when we don't necessarily get it right. Thank you. At Relativity, our mission is to help you and all of our customers organize data, discover the truth, and act on it. And the stories that we hear from our customers about the successes that they're having with our product is the fuel and our inspiration to do more. We love building software. We love being a steward of this industry because the work that we all do in this industry, it's important. It's really important. And it's complex and it's hard. We're dealing with ever-increasing data volumes, new data privacy regulations that we need to adhere to, the constant influx of new data types that we need to collect and review from, and the speed at which we need to move, well, it's never fast enough. This industry is relentless. But these challenges ground us as we execute on our vision as a company to simplify and accelerate how we all conduct discovery by bringing it all together in one open and flexible and connected platform. Relativity, it's comprehensive. It's comprehensive. We now give you capability to help you manage the entire life cycle of a project. And it's more than just implementing a piece of workflow. It's how they all come together. It's about having paradigms and constructs that are integrated with each other and can be leveraged, like a searching and visualization metaphors used consistently across the entire system. It's unrealistic for us to think that our software can meet every need on every project. It's unrealistic. And that's why being an open platform is a first-class priority. And this is what so many of you love and appreciate about Relativity. And we'll be double downing on our efforts here. And this year, we'll be doubling the number of APIs that you can work with. We'll also give you the flexibility to extend the viewer in meaningful ways. You'll even be able to integrate it in your own Relativity applications. We want Relativity to be connected. We're making it easier for a third party, as another market-leading e-discovery technologies, to integrate with Relativity. User identity now spans seamlessly from on-premise instances to Relativity One across all geographies. We've advanced our mobile capabilities, and we have a great new Relativity One application. And we've made great strides in being able to seamlessly collect data from cloud data sources like Office 365 and Slack. The third tenet in executing our vision is all about you and creating amazing network effects for our community, the people and the companies that rely on our software every day. Last month, we've had over 184,000 active users of the platform, managing 200,000 active matters involving over 130 billion files in 47 countries. This community, it's large and it's busy. And we'll continue to invest in our community with our user groups, our online portals, putting on events to foster collaboration and bring energy to it. We've introduced new certification programs. We have our academic partnership program, and now we're integrated in 90 higher education institutions who are now incorporating Relativity into their legal curriculum. And as of now, we have close to 3,000 students who have gone through the program. Open platform, connected, with amazing network effects for this community. This is our vision and what we set out to do for the industry. Relativity One and the transition of our delivery model to SaaS is the cornerstone of how we execute on our vision, enabling our customers to do more, to take on new kinds of projects, to develop new and innovative offerings because they have more time, because the burden of managing infrastructure has been eliminated. But it's more than just that. Relativity One provides the very best of what Relativity has to offer. A global reach with the ability to manage projects in 7 geographies worldwide. An industry-leading security posture. Good, consistent speed and performance of batch operations like processing and imaging and productions. And when you have large jobs, the system scales accordingly so you have the throughput to meet your deadlines. The best part of Relativity One is that it gives our customers instant access to the latest and greatest of what our engineering and product teams have put together. With a release every quarter, and we've named them after flowers that are native to the areas close to Chicago. With a release every quarter, we are continually giving our customers a better product. Every quarter, every month, faster performance and increased service reliability. New capabilities to easily support audio, video inside the viewer. Name normalization and our entity object. New short message support. We've introduced a new API Explorer to make it easy for our developers to work with the product. In an upcoming release, we'll be really leveling up our capabilities in active learning with a whole new slew of capabilities. And something that I'm particularly excited about, a refreshed image viewer. Let me geek out with you a little bit on this one. When it comes to speed, giving end users a system that responds quickly is super critical to us and something that we've become pretty obsessed with when it comes to Relativity One. And just this year, there's been over 25 million documents that have been viewed in Relativity. And the speed at which it takes to navigate from one doc to the next is just under 0.2 of a second. We've actually become pretty obsessed with this metric. Now, when it comes to working with images, with image documents inside Relativity, the speed at which we can present them, well, it wasn't as fast as viewing natives. In fact, it was about 6 times slower. And in order for us to get similar rendering speeds, it required us to build a brand new image viewer. And that's what we set out to do, and the teams finished the work, and the results are super exciting. And this will become available to our Relativity One customers in just a couple weeks. And so let's check it out. And so even the largest images with the largest number of pages now just load under 0.3 of a second. We've enriched the functionality all throughout the viewer. We have this great little thumbnail viewer now that actually will show the redactions right within the thumbnail. We've smoothed out the user interface. We've created a whole set of APIs so our developers can actually integrate with the image viewer very seamlessly, as it's super extensible. I really can't wait to see what our customers do with it. Only an e-discovery geek can get this excited about an image viewer. Relativity 1, it gives our customers the very best of what Relativity has to offer. And we're super excited about the momentum in the Relativity 1 community, and we're super thankful for all of our customers and partners for their business and joining us on this transformation to SaaS. Their uptake and usage has been strong. We have over 1 billion documents in the platform, supporting more than 11,000 users. But the best part about the growth that we're hearing in Relativity 1 is hearing the stories from customers on how they're doing more, how they're saying yes more often. BDO, a global consulting firm with 70,000 consultants, had a very fast-moving and intense investigation that was being handled by a pretty small team out of their Germany office. But it had a unique requirement in that the data needed to be in Brazil so they could adhere to Brazilian data protection law. With Relativity 1, they were able to get up and running instantaneously. They quickly processed and reviewed 30 terabytes of data. It was about 4 million documents. They got from nothing to online in 4 days. And then they get the team of experts looking at the data. And this is what's exciting about this transformation to our delivery model to SaaS. It's allowing our customers to do more in Relativity 1. Having the latest what is available, freeing them of the burden of having to run a complex e-discovery software, and allowing them to leverage their expertise and innovate in the platform in new and interesting ways. More with one. Now I'm going to bring up Steve Couling to come up on stage to talk about the momentum that we're seeing in your market. Steve, come on up. Thank you. Let's go.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you all again from me. Amazing to see so many people here today. We're really excited about the agenda we have in store. Really excited for the journey that we're all going on. As Andrew mentioned, I'm just going to take a few moments to talk about momentum that we're seeing in the marketplace. And when we talk about the marketplace, obviously it's through the lens of relativity. There are lots of different factors, but one of the things I wanted to do today was just share with you some of the drivers that we see across this marketplace. From that, I'm going to pick out 4 driving factors that we see. First one, the regulators. There's over 90 regulating bodies in the UK. We continue to see activity through those regulators, the competition space particularly at the moment. Driver number 2, alternate use cases outside of e-discovery. So many of you in the room are using Relativity to do things like M&A, contract work, employment investigations, monitoring, surveillance. As a plug and coming up for the keynote shortly as well, please do check out the Relativity Trace product that we're really proud of. Driver number 3, a corporation standardizing on their processes, their legal technologies, their workflows, the providers that they're using. Again, this is a thing that we've seen at pace and really within notably the last 12 months. And then driver number 4 is geographic expansion. So that may be the providers in the room are looking to expand into new markets for new revenue streams or new client bases. You might be a law firm that has ambitions to launch in South America or Asia Pacific and using Relativity 1 and the data centers there to spin up quickly. You're seeing so much momentum that, as Andrew mentioned on the user counts, roughly 185,000, around about 40% of all new users we see coming into the Relativity community in the system are through this EMEA and APAC marketplace. So again, you're growing at pace, so congrats. Your data, your volumes, your complexity continue to increase as well. There's just shy of 14,000 workspaces in this community. Largest single matter is just over 400 million documents in a single workspace, which is giant. So again, as you're doing all of that scaling, we continue to meet the product demands of that and indeed the innovations that are required. Andrew showed a slide earlier, which was some of our new partners who've joined Relativity One. This is an international specific slide, mentioning those, some of whom are very new, some of whom have been on board not far off from Fest last year. But we're enjoying that journey and enjoying to see you innovate on top of our Relativity One platform. We've opened 4 new data centers. We now have Australia, Canada, Brazil, the Netherlands. And as your demand continues to increase and Microsoft Azure data centers become available, we'll look at it over time in terms of what the next roadmap of locations are and indeed should be. We have 7 as of right now today globally. So again, Andrew mentioning the ability to get up and be global quickly is a key part of our messaging. So having these data centers available and having it accessible for you to get up and running quickly, again, is a key part of our strategy. I'm going to shift gears now away from momentum and talk about the things that we've been doing within the EMEA team to kind of help structure the organization so we're meeting that continual growth. First of all, you may have seen some of the announcements that come through on LinkedIn. We opened a new office. It's by Liverpool Street. It's very cool. For those who haven't been, please come visit us, check it out. We've continued to scale the commercial teams that we have across EMEA. We have 9 new team members joining in the next 2 months. That's in sales, customer success, solutions, Relativity One implementation, and other departments. Our follow-the-sun support model we continue to bolster. So ensuring that we've got this 24/7 line available to you with really well-trained, like ready-to-go Relativity experts to keep you up and running if needed. Finally, our Krakow office. Again, you'll have seen some press around this. We had a distinct strategy when we opened Krakow. We didn't want it to just be an outpost of Chicago or London. It started as an engineering and production center. Increasingly now we're scaling it with departments that we need to service the EMEA community, security teams, more 24/7 support through the solutions team. Finally, I'm going to end my section with a success story. 12 months ago, Relativity Fest London 2018, Alan and Overy announced that they were coming on board with Relativity One and talked about some of the reasons of why they'd made that decision. 12 months down the line, we wanted to share with you the progress that they've made. You could roll a video, please.
So there was 3 things that we wanted to do in the first year, to look at the technology, to look at the people, and look at the processes and methodology. It's been a real success story. By every measure that we've set ourselves, we've met and exceeded.
I think there's enormous opportunity within this firm and within the legal industry to bring change through technology.
Alan and Overy is quite smart about looking at what are our client challenges and what is it that we can do, be it technology or process internally, to help facilitate or help achieve a solution for those challenges. Because we adopted Relativity One, our scalability is infinite practically.
We've now deployed Relativity One in the US, in EMEA, and in Asia Pac.
60% or more of our matters are multi-jurisdictional. So we've got to look at e-discovery not only from a London perspective or a US perspective, but globally.
What Relativity One has enabled us to do is to be able to offer our clients a single, seamless solution.
Clients appreciate us being on the latest versions and having the latest tools and techniques. It makes them feel confident that their cases are being handled the best way they possibly can be.
Security within Relativity One is obviously one of the big talking points that we've had with clients, and that we've got Microsoft and Relativity running our security. As far as we're concerned, means that we're as secure as any on-premises capability. It's got to be better than investing it ourselves on-premises.
So working with someone who has the capability to do this is sometimes better than trying to build everything yourself.
You can see when the client starts to deploy its own cloud strategy, then the education within that client is filtering down to the buyers of our services, and so it's becoming more accepted.
Our ability to deal with huge data sets, the fact that we can do that in-house and do it all quickly and for a competitive rate, I think gives us a massive competitive edge.
Working together with the lawyers and integrating the technology, you can save money on the overall length of and cost of the matter. Rather than us having to turn around and say, have you tried this, do you want to do this? They're actually coming to us and saying, we used this last time, it worked very well.
So it's not just about technology delivering something, it's actually about technology working with the rest of the business.
I feel very proud to work for Allen & Overy at the moment because of that, because of the commitment that the firms had towards us and a plan. It's a great place to be, and as I say, it makes you feel very proud.
Allen & Overy, everyone, global in 12 months, very, very, very cool. With that, I'm going to bid you all a great day. Get involved, enjoy Fest London, we certainly do.